What we have all been waiting for is finally here. Page numbers are now in Canva. Hooray! I can just hear a collective cheer across all Canva users everywhere. Canva has finally introduced page numbers as of their Droptober little event that they had. It wasn't an event, but they dropped out a few new features, and page numbers is one of the first to be released to us, and I'm very excited for it. So this tutorial is going to show you how to use page numbers. Super easy, super fun, super simple. Let's dive in. So hey, if we haven't met before, my name is Jacqui. I'm pretty much a graphic designer who loves helping everyday people use Canva, use design to grow their businesses. And I do that all the time in all my paid programs, but today I'm helping you do a couple of cheat things inside Canva for free over on YouTube. So what I want to teach you is how to do page numbers. All you have to do is open up your Canva design. I've just opened up a little kind of a handbook I send out to people who join my program. And what you want to do is go over to text. This is going to be so great if you have any multi-page documents, whether you have a workbook or a lead magnet or an annual report or like a presentation, anything that you want page numbers on, this is great. Whether it's 3 pages, whether it's 20 pages, whether it's 200 pages, you can use this same feature. So as I said, head over to text and you'll see this dynamic text option. There will be more options added to this soon. I believe there is another feature coming, but for now I can just see the page numbers. So all you have to do is click on page numbers and it's going to automatically introduce a page number. I'll zoom in for you. It's popped a page number here. And if I go through all of my pages, you can see it is on all of those pages. And so if you want to use and update those page numbers to look a certain way, all you need to do is click on that page number and it will bring up those page number settings again for you. So you can see here we've got a few different options. The first one is format. Format's going to let us know whether we want just the number like it is now, and then whether you want page 1 of 20 or whatever it is. So page 1 of 14 is what mine's got now. So you can choose your format there. Those are the only options we have for us. We can't add any other fancy things to it, but those are the main ones for us. The next option you'll see on the side here is show numbers on. So this is if you want to remove it on some of your pages. This is very, very important because I don't really want it on my front cover. It's weird to have the page number on the front cover. So I can then go delete on this page and it will remove it from this page, but it will keep it on my future pages. I'm also going to remove it off my last page because we don't need it there either. Press done and that's going to do those things. Now the next most important part is formatting these page numbers. So what do you want these page numbers to actually look like? Do you want them to be a certain color? Do you want them to be a certain size? Do you want them to be a certain font? You can edit all of this. So if I click on this page number, I can then edit this text as I would any other text. So I can change this to being any other font. I can change it to being bolded. I can change it to being a different color, all right here. And now what you want to do is if I click on this page number after editing it, I can press apply properties to all pages. This is going to apply the changes I've made to that font, to that page number across all of my different pages. So right now my page 2 is purple, my page 3 is black. If I go over to my page 2 and click on that and press apply properties to all pages, it's going to bring that same formatting across all of my different pages. So we can do that same thing with our text formatting. We can also do that with our text placement. So if I instead want this page number to be centered at the top, I can move that up here and again press apply properties across all pages and it's going to move all of my page numbers up the top. This would be a bad design choice for this one here because it doesn't work, but in essence, you can move it to be wherever you want and just press apply and it will change that formatting across all the pages. The next thing to note is that you can remove it from all your pages. So say you accidentally added it in and you're like, oh, wait, I don't want to do that, or you want to change things up. If you want to, instead of going through and removing the page numbers from every single page, just go to remove all pages and it will remove that text box from all of your pages. Done skis, easy done. Now, the only thing that I've noticed it doesn't do is alternating pages. So say, for example, you're printing out an actual booklet and it was like right and left pages. Oftentimes people want the page number on the far left-hand side and then on the far right-hand side. We don't have that functionality inside Canva, mainly because I imagine because we don't actually have left and right-hand page functions in Canva either. So it's not the program to make lots of big print documents on, but it's great to have this feature to use if you want to be able to work it out. Now I'm going to add page numbers back in and show you my workaround to this. This is not a great workaround, but it does work. So if I press apply pages and say I wanted this page number to be on the left-hand side because this would technically be a left-hand page, I can actually just move this page number across and not press apply to all pages. This one here, this 3 is now on the right-hand side. If I wanted this next page 4 to be on the left-hand side again, I'd just bring it over. If you were doing this properly, I would recommend turning on rulers and bringing in a ruler in so you can align them to all be the same. But in essence, you can go through and manually move those across and your page numbers will still kind of work. Except if, for example, if I added in a new page here, the page numbers are then going to be out of whack in terms of my left and right ordering. The page numbers will still reorder themselves in terms of the numbers, but they won't reorder themselves in terms of they're on the right and left. So if you need to do right and left page numbering, that's how you would do it, but it would get a little bit finicky if you were doing a ginormous document and then had to make changes ongoing. So enjoy that new Canva tool. Let me know what you are going to be using this feature on in the comments. I would love to hear how much this is going to change your life, because the amount of people that I've shared this with already and they're like, oh, I'm working on a multi-page document today, it is going to save me so much time. You're welcome, even though I didn't make it. I'm not a part of Canva, but make sure if you're not already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like this video and you are very excited about page numbers as well. So enjoy that one, and I'll let you know some more Droptober features on upcoming tutorials. Bye.